Hey guys, it's your opinion, and here's some things before we start this video. I'm grateful for, but I did not expect all the attention that my video got on Yagami Yato. I'm so happy that it got so much recognition because a bunch of people don't know about this. A bunch of fans just let everything Yagami does sit and stuff like that. So for that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for positive or negative feedback. All the people saying they're staying neutral. That's great. That's amazing. That's perfect. I will admit, after the Discord DMs that I posted on my Twitter were leaked, I was more leaning towards that Yagami was guilty. I wasn't completely on that side, but I lost some of my neutrality. I will be completely blunt about that. But now that her community post came out, I'm completely neutral. I'm just waiting for the person who created the entire tweet thread's response so I can just base it off of that, because the situation just continues to spiral, and at this point I really do not know who to believe. If you read the community post already, you may be wondering, hey, why weren't you like fully leaning with Yagami Yato after her thing came out? The difference is it was a community post that had no evidence, no anything. So, and in the tweet there was a bunch of evidence and stuff saying it was Yagami. So I was leaning more to that side. But I'm completely neutral now, so I hope that clears everything up.
I'd like to thank everyone for their patience while the matters at hand are being dealt with. I'd like to apologize to everyone affected by this situation. Whether you are a fan that no longer feels they can support me, or a fan that has decided to stick around, I appreciate you all and thank you for the time and support you've given me thus far. To anyone that has been unnecessarily dragged into both this current or past dramas, I'm deeply sorry. You didn't sign up for this when you signed up for my content, and I will do better to address my issues more swiftly in the future, because you all deserve at least that much from me. I ask that you hear me out in these matters before passing judgment of your own, and understand if you feel the need to take some time to process things. First and foremost, allegations recently surfaced that I have been grooming minors. While I have unintentionally made transgressions in the past, these allegations are absolutely and unequivocally false. I have never pursued a romantic or sexual relationship or tried to solicit anything from any of my fans. While I've always done my best to maintain a light conversation and build friendships with anyone who approaches me, I understand my position as an influencer can lead to the skewing in perceptions of these interactions. However, anytime a fan has approached me expressing romantic interest, I have always and will always continue to turn them down as politely as possible. I have in the past tried to continue carrying on friendships with such individuals, but I understand now that it's not always possible. I will be more mindful of my actions moving forward to further prevent incidents of this nature. In recent years, I have introduced safeguards that not only protect myself, but protect my audience and Patreon subscribers. Patreon has safeguards in place to disallow the entrance and engagement of minors. My original Discord server, now the YouTube fan server, is strictly safe for work, and my Patreon exclusive Discord server has a process to ensure that minors are not present in an adult-only area. It is measures like these that have been taken with the intention to protect minors from situations they should not be exposed to, of which I have avidly spoken out against, and to allow the safety of my audience to enjoy content most appropriate for them.
Now, I cut out the next part of this community post because it mainly deals with what happened with Funimation, which I briefly covered in my What is Wrong with a My Hero Academia ASMR community video. On to her last point.
Third, while I try to do this as infrequently as possible, I have chosen to remove/lock down my social media for the time being. This includes closing entries to the Patreon exclusive Discord. I do not want anyone that supports me to be in any way at risk. I understand if people are upset with me, but I do not condone the involvement of others in matters of this nature. Please respect this decision. Finally, I'd like to make it known that any NSFW audios that have been previously available on my YouTube channel have been permanently removed. While my original intention was to keep as much content on YouTube so as many people could enjoy it as possible, regardless of their financial situation, I understand that due to the nature of my content, merely putting the disclaimer is not enough. Thus, the NSFW audios will be converted into Patreon exclusives and will be made available there moving forward. Safe for Work audios will still be available on my YouTube channel. Thank you for taking the time to read this in its entirety. For understanding. Again, regardless of the conclusion that you choose to come from this, I know I'm sincerely sorry for any discomfort that was caused.
As much as I wish this was done sooner, I'm glad Yagami removed her not safe for work content off of YouTube. That's a good start. As much as I don't agree with her content and a bunch of the audios she's done, and as much as, you know, she can be a little iffy, I'm gonna have to agree with her on that forefront. But what I don't agree with is the insinuation that she actually had contact with this person by saying she learned from this situation, the grooming allegations, I mean. That's what mainly kept me on the fence. She didn't completely deny it, she just said she learned from the situation mainly. So, for that, I'm waiting for the response from the person who created the tweet. Again, if you're gonna say neutral like I am, that's your opinion. If you're gonna blame, you know, Yagami for what happened, that's your opinion. If you're gonna be completely on her side, that's your opinion. I can't control what you believe and what you think. And what I think is that there needs to be more context, because one, there's evidence that Yagami was involved with this person, but she's denying it. She could be right. On the fence about that. That's just what I think personally. Not only has that kept me on the fence, but two other people in that thread, after I re-looked at it, after reading the community post that came out and said that they had involvement with Yagami Yato, and an update on this update right here, the person responded to Yagami Yato's response, so that's there. Before I wrap this video up, people have been saying they think Yagami got arrested, and I'm almost positive she didn't, because why would that community post exist? That's it. That's the tweet. Deuces. Also, before you click off this video, if you care about my channel at all, like, hit me up on Discord or something. Let's be friends. Let's chill out. I'll probably draw you something, like... like, I'm just really bored and lonely. Like, come on, hit me up. Like, add me on Discord, man.